man, I can't think of this guy's name. It's a young man who just started a YouTube channel. Him and his lady, but he recovered, or he went from homosexual to now embracing Christianity. So why you looking like that? Why are you looking like that?
He prayed the pussy away.
That's pretty much. Pretty much. We actually gonna reach out to this dude to get him on the show. He's got a powerful testimony.
Hey.
But he told right. You crazy. Listen. And that's what I want to ask you about, because this is the thing. So part of his testimony, I was watching his videos, got a ton of views. He was talking about how when he was younger, he seen RuPaul, like a video of RuPaul when, it's like his family. It's like the contest. RuPaul used to have a show.
The drag race,
queen. Yeah, the drag race. Right. And he was watching that, and he credits that a couple with a couple other things that influenced him to explore his homosexual desires. To the point where he, was wearing crop tops and painted toenails.
That's why they were pushing Lil Nas X the way they were. They put Lil Nas X out there, and he came out, and then they deliberately had him do a children's book.
No. What?
Y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know Lil Nas X did a children's book?
No.
Oh, my God. Yeah, the audience, they know. He did a children's book.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
So, and I'm not knocking anybody's lifestyle, but yeah, when they start promoting that to children, and they put it in schools now. Listen, my son Mateo, the school, and this happened a few weeks ago. His school called his mother. They didn't call me. I was out of town, but they called her. She was like, "Yeah, Mateo. It was something that happened at school." Like, what happened? One of Mateo's classmates, a little Asian kid, and was like, "Hey, I got a crush on you, Mateo." And Mateo's like, "Man, that's gay." And then the school called us, like, "Hey, nothing's wrong, but Mateo said that's gay, and we're, he's not in trouble, but we just want to let you know we're inclusive." And the teacher was kind of dancing around something, like she was saying something but not saying something.
Wow.
Like, he's not in trouble, but we just got to be careful with what you say. I'm like, well, what did he do wrong? What was wrong with what he said? Nothing was really wrong, but they just wanted to kind of give us a warning, like, he shouldn't say that, but why not? He didn't do anything wrong in my eyes, and I let him know he didn't do anything wrong. If a dude comes up there and say that to you, that is gay. But they got something now where in school you're supposed to accept anything, and we as parents have to say, no, we're not going to do that. If something is weird, kids shouldn't even be coming at each other like that. But especially in California, they're so liberal about certain things. We're just supposed to accept it, and we have to kind of put our foot down and say we shouldn't have children have to be forced into this type of thing if we parents don't want that.
That's wild.
It is wild.
First of all, I ain't gonna lie. Look, that's a moment I let's see my son. Come here. Mm-hmm. Good job.
That's what I told him. Yeah. That's what I told him.
I asked that because the thing is, we get the ladies, especially in Atlanta. They talk about it's already hard enough to find a guy.
Oh my goodness!
And now living in Atlanta or some of these heavily populated metropolitan cities.
They call it the sassy man era.
The sassy man era, where it's can't even find a man. You can't even find a straight man. And I think a lot of that has to do with what we allow the kids, the young men, to consume. And it's not just like this guy I seen on YouTube. It's basketball players. It's painting their nails. It's rappers that are wearing halter tops and showing they butt.
Yeah.
Not the sagging way, but like a thong on. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah, it's some real shit. Look at time.
I'm like, well, what rap video was that, Ryan?
That was Playboy Cardi. You seen that?
Oh yeah. I did see that one.
It's really the makeup is everything.
And look, I did a movie called Buck Breaking.
I forgot.
You forgot
about that.
That was actually one of my biggest selling movies.
Really?
Buck Breaking outsold Hidden Colors, man.
Wow.
That was a heavy piece. Buck Breaking, we talked about the sexual exploitation of black people by Europeans for centuries. When they came out of Europe, when they went into Africa and Aboriginal societies, they were conquering people militarily, and not only sexually conquering the women, they were doing it to the dudes too. They were doing it on plantations here, doing it on plantations in the Caribbean. Even when they would lynch black men, the white males would sit up here and fight over who's going to keep the genitalia. So there's always been this thing of taking the black man's masculinity to neuter him so that he's not a threat. They know that a masculine black man is going to be, one, a leader, number two, a warrior, and he can topple white supremacy. So in order to get that bull, you got to tame that bull. Just like in Europe, they had bullfighting in Europe. And you had a group of black men or black people called the Moors in Spain. They ruled Spain for 800 years. When the Christian European whites got the Moors out, they had something called the running of the bulls, which was symbolic of them running the Moors out. So in Spain, if you look at the running of the bulls, you can look up YouTube videos. They dress in white and run these black bulls all around the streets in Spain to kill them. That was symbolic of them running out the Moors, these powerful, strong men who we neutered, castrated, and conquered. So they always have to conquer us sexually. If they can conquer you sexually, they can conquer you any other way.
Damn. That's a sick inception of the running. I mean, people go from all over the world to go to that.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was... That's nuts.
Yeah. And look at
literally
how they always got to put a strong black man in a dress in the media.
Yeah.
There's the thing. Dave Chappelle talk about it. People talk about it. How they got to get the most masculine black man and put him in a dress. Charles Barkley, they put him in a dress. They put Wesley Snipes in a dress. They put a lot of people in dresses. That's like a rite of passage to say, okay, we got him. We buck broke this guy. That's why every time we look at basketball players and sports players, they got some nail polish on them, they got toenail polish on them. That's the thing. They don't do that to the white athletes. They don't do that. They show white athletes with their wives and their children. They make sure to show them with their families. Wow. Another thing, they don't show you too many black athletes with their families. They'll show you a black athlete with their mother, but they don't like to show black athletes with their wives like that. I want y'all to look at, you got to pick up all of this little stuff. They know what they're doing psychologically.